That's cool. The Chained Heart, Gigi! Leave me alone! Hello, gals, blokes, and all other folks. My name is Mortius, and today we are here with more Six the Musical, Queen's fight scene, Catherine Parr introduction, I Don't Need Your Love. We are at the penultimate episode, y'all. It is crazy to think that we are almost done with Six, the first musical that I'm doing as a part of Musical Mondays, and we are very nearly done with it. I haven't even 100% decided which one I am going to do next. Man, I am so excited for this, though. Obviously, last episode was a lot. It was very difficult to get through, but I think had some very important topics that it kind of brought up. And I'm really glad that you guys kind of give me a space to be able to dive into content like that to the extent that it kind of deserves. So for those of you who watched the whole thing last week, I appreciate you all a lot. Actually, as of the time of recording this, it has been a little over a week since I recorded All You Want to Do, but it's actually like 24 hours before it goes up on YouTube. So I haven't seen like the feedback and everything for it yet, but for those of you who hung out for the whole thing, I appreciate you. I appreciate you listening to my insight for it. And now we are hopping into more Six, getting these last two episodes recorded today, which is very exciting, and I can't wait. So, we have the Queen's fight scene. I'm very curious. Like, I would almost feel like I would expect the Queen's fight scene to happen after the last Queen sings. Like, they all get to tell their stories, then they fight, and then it goes into the big finale. But no, we're getting a fight scene and then the Catherine Parr introduction with I Don't Need Your Love. So I'm very curious how that is going to go. This is a lot of raw footage to get through again. We've got the Queen's fight scene, which is 2.5 minutes. The Parr introduction is 3 minutes, and then I Don't Need Your Love is a full 6.5. So I am probably not going to pause and talk quite as much in the first two as I might normally, but of course, even when I say that, I end up doing it anyway. So who knows what this is going to be like, but all of that to say, I appreciate you all. I appreciate those of you who have stuck with me through all of Six, and I hope you enjoy this episode and next week's, and then whatever I'm going to end up making once all that is done. So thank you all so very much for being here, and let's hop into the Queen's fight scene. Here we go.
And then I was beheaded. Wow, that got pretty...
Oh, so literally, like, in the stage version, it has, like, that heartbreaking final verse, the, like, gasp for air, and then I was beheaded. The emotional whiplash that it must be to actually watch this show in person is wild to me.
And then I was beheaded. Wow, that got pretty real just then. Yeah, I guess it did. So seeing as I had the worst time, and you know, by the rules of the competition, I'm now the leading lady of the girl group. Hit it!
Alright, fair enough. Oh, by the way, real quick credit, Damia? Damia is who did the animation for this one. I want to make sure I mention that. So, I mean, it's, if the whole rules of the fight are based around who had the most to deal with, I definitely think that should count as a pretty clear winner, but we'll see how this goes.
By the rules of the competition, I'm now the leading lady of the girl group. Hit it!
I'm now the leading lady of the something. I couldn't quite catch it, but...
You had it bad, but that was not the most heart-wrenching song we've heard this evening. Excuse me, were you not listening to my song? There were 4 choruses. That's how much I had to deal with.
Wow, yeah, being manipulated by men and paying the price. None of us could possibly imagine what that might... Oh, wait, yeah, I did experience that.
Yeah, for like the last 5 minutes of your marriage, Anne.
Oh my gosh.
Men have manipulated me from day one. I was literally shipped over from a foreign country, not knowing a single word of English, to marry some random dude. Oh my God, same!
girl, love you. You're one of my favorites, if not my favorite. You do not have a leg in this competition.
Oh, okay, fine. But then, when Henry decided he had had enough of me, he didn't even have the decency to say goodbye.
Same. Oh, yeah, same. Nice neck, by the way.
Oh my gosh, they're all so sassy and petty, and my green screen is off a little bit. Oops. Goodness gracious.
This. When my one and only child had a raging fever, Henry didn't let me, her mother, see
Oh, boo, hoo. Baby Mary had the chicken pox and you weren't going to hold her hand, you know. It's funny because when I wanted to hold my newborn son, I died!
I wanted to hold my newborn son. I died! It's not funny, but it's presented so comedic. How are you supposed to receive this show emotionally? Somebody explain this to me, please.
Guys, I have the plague! Lol, just kidding, my life's amazing. But compared to me, I was humiliated on an international scale.
Oh, yeah. Can't imagine what I must have felt like. Who else could possibly relate?
Oh, pipe down, Anne. You want to talk about humiliation? Well, when I was queen, Henry had not one, not two, but three historically confirmed mistresses.
Yikes.
Oh, yeah, well, I had not one, not two, but three miscarriages.
I'm a producer. I had 5 miscarriages.
What is happening in this castle? Just taking the picture.
That's enough.
Okay, cool. Oh, okay. Cool, alright. So, obviously all of them still having that fight, like who had it worst, who had it best, and then Catherine Parr coming in and breaking it up. So Catherine Parr was not even part of that fight, I guess, because she hadn't told her story yet. And so now we are hopping into Kohler's rendition of the Catherine Parr introduction. Hopefully I can pick up as many lyrics as possible. You guys know that the live sort of renditions like this are a bit harder for me, but I'll pick up as much as I can before we get on into the next song, which was, what was it? I Don't Need Your Love. Right. All right. Oh, okay. So this is the same first little bit as the same as the end there.
That's enough.
Wait, what do you mean? I mean, I think we've had enough of this competition.
Yeah. You know what, Queens? She's absolutely right.
I will say, don't admit, animation is very hard work. I'm not diminishing anybody like that, but it is a little bit of a shame that these are not color-coded, because I've got, for the most part, who's who still, just by design after all this time spent with the characters, but the color coding really does help me a lot, and I wish these had a little bit more color coding. But I'm mostly keeping track of who everyone is still.
Yeah. You know what, Queens? She's absolutely right.
Yeah.
It's time to decide who won!
No, stop!
I really don't think it's a good idea.
Literally, what you want about, mate?
Like, let's see what gets the biggest cheer. Being murdered by your husband or experiencing the trauma of losing a baby. Are we really going to do this? I'm pretty sure we've been doing that for the last hour or so. But miscarriages. Come on, surely that's one step too far.
All of a sudden.
Interesting. So she's trying to come in from the perspective of, like, guys, like, we shouldn't, like, compare traumas, we shouldn't compare suffering, we shouldn't put any suffering above or below anyone else's, is kind of the perspective she's coming in from, I guess.
Alright, you draw the line in arbitrary places. I mean, she probably doesn't even have a story to tell. minutes. Yeah. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I will tell you a story.
Ooh.
This ought to be good.
Go on then, Queens. Take a seat. Cheers, Joan.
Oh, there's a lot more to the introduction than I expected.
So, Henry and I actually have something in common. I've also had my fair share of marriages.
Oh.
Though, unlike Henry, I managed to get through them without decapitating anyone.
Henry cannot stop catching the shade, and from what I can tell, he deserves all of it, but goodness.
I know. Gold star for Kathy Parr. But they had this really annoying habit of passing away. And so, as well as dealing with, you know, incapacitating grief, I also had to keep...
They had this habit of passing away, so she was widowed multiple times? That is brutal.
finding new husbands to avoid being ostracized. Tudor womanhood. Would recommend. And then one day, finally I meet this guy, Thomas. He seemed like he might stick around for a while, and you guessed it, he turned out to be the love of my life. No, right? We had this plan to get married, actually. But that's when Henry turned up, single and ready to make an unsuspecting woman his wife.
Oh.
Just my luck. So, that was that.
So Catherine Parr had someone else she already wanted to be with, and sort of the king like swept in and was just like, nope, me? Sucks.
I had to write a letter to Thomas, ending things.
I don't need your love.
Tom.
Gotcha. Interesting. Oh, so how much of this is even going to be directed towards Henry versus Thomas? That's really interesting. Okay. I feel like that was like the rest of them, not, don't get me wrong, I'm glad that I watched the intros and things like that for the other queens, but this one I really feel like was the most like necessary to almost understand the context. Like the other ones I feel like I could have just watched without the intros. Don't get me wrong, like I said, I'm glad I watched the whole thing. I wanted the in-between bits because I wanted the whole experience, but I didn't necessarily need them to get the song. Whereas this one, it felt like that was very, very important context. So now we're hopping into Gigi, right? Gigi! Best Gigi. I literally just, her premiere of There Are Other Ways literally just went up like 51 minutes ago as of the time we're recording this. It was so good. So I'm very excited to see what Gigi brings to us for I Don't Need Your Love. All right, let's do this. Let's see what they got for us. I'm so curious. Gigi, are there no, I know Gigi captions the epic stuff, but I know this is much older content, but it's also the studio recording, so hopefully I'm able to pick up on lyrics a little bit better. All right. Oh, starting off with the absolute silence.
You know I love you, boy, in every single way.
Oh, and then kind of what I was talking about like needing that for the context. So at least the start of this, if not the whole show, or whole song, is her letter to Thomas, I'm guessing? So it's Dear Thomas.
You know I love you, boy.
You know I love you, boy.
In every single way, though I love you, boy. I'll miss you every day. Oh, I love you, boy. I wish that I could stay with you and keep the life I made with you. And even though this feels so right, I'm holding back the tears tonight.
that full minute of just that kind of like slow introduction, very minimal instrumentals, just that piano track, those soft vocals just pouring her heart out. And then I can already hear that sort of getting into it, you know what I mean? So I'm really excited to see where this goes. Man, what a just like raw sort of introduction there. And those vocals too, like just like
I'm holding back the tears.
like holding back the tea, like da 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 da. Like the way that that's structured is very unique.
Tonight, it's true, I'll never be over you, 'cause I have built a future in my mind with you.
Oh, it's true, I'll never be over you because I've built a future in my mind with you.
A
Ow.
future in my mind with you, and now the hope is gone, there's nothing left for me to do. You know it isn't true, but I must say to you that I don't need your love, no, no.
Oh, that heavy low piano hit, the dum dum dum. Oh, that really invokes an emotion
But
there.
I must say to you that I don't need your love, no, no. I don't need your love, no, no. It'll never be better than it was, no, no. But I don't need your love, no, no.
Dang.
I've got no choice.
Whoa! Okay, Gigi, go off.
I've got no choice.
And then the vocals go from that love, I've got no choice, like I've got no, like getting a lot more sort of like grit and feeling into it. That crystal clear vocals, and then
I've got no choice. With the king I stay alive, never had a choice.
Oh.
Been a wife twice before, just to survive. I don't have a choice. If Henry says it's you, then it's you. No matter how I
oh, I feel like this song would hurt less if it wasn't After All You Want to Do, but the I have no choice combined with the chain visualizations just hurts so much to think about what just like, I don't know. I feel like this is gonna sound disingenuous coming from just like me, but just like, I don't know, it sucks.
If Henry says it's you, then it's you.
Ooh, hold on, wait. I was so busy listening to lyrics. Listen to this music here.
Just to survive, I don't have a choice.
I love the way the instrumentals drop out there, and then they do it again even cooler right here.
Says it's you, then it's you.
The if Henry says it's you, dun, then it's you, dun, dun. But the fact that like it's like dun, dun, and so it kind of like has like it's like a build, small gap, piano hit, long gap continuation. That's really cool.
Choice. If Henry says it's you, then it's you. No matter how
That's
I
cool.
feel, it's what I have to do.
The Chained Heart, Gigi, leave me alone.
No matter how I feel, it's what I have to do. But if somehow I had that choice.
And all of those lines having the same amount of time, just da 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 da. You know what I mean? Like that's
I had that choice.
yeah.
Holding back, I'd raise my voice. I'd say, Henry, yeah, it's true. I'll never belong to you. 'Cause
This is what she wishes she could say. But hold on, I wasn't even listening to that because I was listening. Listen to like this.
I had that choice.
Interesting. She's like also saying them like kind of offbeat there. Like
But if
4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the fours is when she's saying the words, which is kind of what gives that like almost like stuttering feel that I was having a hard time like describing earlier. Like the most logical way it would be like so like if somehow like that is where those lyrics would logically fall, but she's like saying it on the fours instead of the ones, which gives us like again this like almost rushing sort of stuttery feeling that feels very like disjointed, which I feel like must be kind of the intention, the point of this, given the fact that this is such an emotional scene. She's pouring her heart out, so the fact that it feels very like disjointed in that way is probably a very deliberate choice. If I had the choice, no holding back, the chains dissipate, I'd raise my voice. Henry, like that little hen is so good.
I'd say, Henry, yeah, it's true. I'll never belong to you, 'cause I am not your
Also,
I'll never belong to you.
Can we just talk about how much of like Gigi's Cersei there is in this like sassy pose here? I don't know why, but just specifically that pose feels very much so like it was an early stage of like the way Gigi animates Cersei. I just had to point that out.
I'd say, Henry, yeah, it's true. I'll never belong to you, 'cause I am not your toy to enjoy till there's something new. As if I'm gonna give up my boy, my work, my dream, till there's something new. As if I'm gonna give up my boy, my
As if I'm gonna give up my... That's very fun.
work, my dreams to care for you. Darling, get a clue. There's nothing you can do. I don't need your love, no.
The double lyricism! The heartbreaking, raw, emotional first verse saying that she doesn't need Thomas's love because she needs to go do this. But now if she had the choice to say what she actually believes, as that color and grit and personality comes into both the animation and the voice, now it's, I don't need you. Oh, the
No, no, I don't need your love. No, no, there's nothing left to discuss. No, no, but I don't need your love. No, no.
Ah!
But I can't say that. Not to the king. So this is goodbye. All my love, Catherine.
Man. Oh, that's brutal. But I can't say that to... So this is what I would say if I could, but I can't. So this is goodbye. All my love.
So I sent that letter to my love, got married to the king, became the one who survived. I told you about my life, the final one.
And of course, she's the one who survived. So even in this loveless marriage, I don't know if completely loveless is the right word, but this marriage that she did not feel like she had a choice in and that her heart belonged somewhere else, even that one she ends up widowed for a third time? Man! Like, again, I know her whole argument was we shouldn't compare sufferings, but like, it does feel hard to say that like that is as bad as how some of the other queens had it, but that's still not great. That's brutal.
But why should that story be the one I have to sing about just to win? I'm out. That's
Oh, wait. I need those lyrics again. Hold
Got
on.
married to the king, became the one who survived. I told you about my life, the final wife. But why should that story be the one I have to sing about?
I told you my story is the one who survives the final wife, but why should that be the one I have to sing about?
Just to win, I'm out. That's not my story. There's so much more. Remember that I was a writer. I wrote books and psalms.
And so, like, basically, like, I don't even want this fight because I don't want my identity to be diminished by what I was to the king or what the king did to me, is essentially the argument being made here. And also, listen to this rhyme. I've talked about this multiple times in 6, but I love the way they'll draw rhymes across lines.
To
But
win, I'm out. That's not my story. There's so much more. Remember.
that's not my story. There's so much more. Remember. That is such good rhyming scheme. I love
That
that.
I was a writer. I wrote.
And then just
There's so much more. Remember that I was a writer. I wrote books and psalms and meditations for female education, so all my women can independently study scripture. I even got a woman to paint my picture. Why can't I tell that story? 'Cause in history, I'm fixed as one of 6.
the visualization of all of them, like each of them having tossed it to the other.
I'm fixed as
Oh,
one of 6, and without him, I disappear.
and even with all of the work she did as a writer, as a feminist at the time, and all of that stuff, she still would be nothing to history if not for being one of 6. And that's the story she wants to tell.
We are.
Okay, just coming with the bangerest vocal run out of nowhere.
We are. Disappear. So we had no choice, but now it's us alone.
And now they come, for the first time, they're coming in with support instead. Oh, my heart.
So we had no choice, but now it's us alone. So we've got no choice. No, we've got no choice. We're taking back the microphone. I'm gonna raise my voice.
Hold on. I need all of those again. I'm so happy right now, I'm not listening. That doesn't make sense, but...
So we had no choice.
Also, can we just talk about how that do is very, like, no way reminiscent? Like, the music is almost announcing that the first queen is now coming back. Like, listen to the way the music changes here.
Disappear.
Right now, it's just a distorted version of Catherine Parr's piano, but it's still Catherine Parr's, but then... There's no way, you know what I mean? Like, that really feels like it's bringing that back in. That's very cool.
But now it's us alone. So we've got no choice. No, we've got no choice. We're taking back the microphone. I'm gonna raise my voice. They always said we need your love, but it's time for us to rise up. It's what went down in history.
My God,
But
Gigi.
tonight I'm singing this for me.
Tonight I'm singing this for me. They're reclaiming their identities back in spite of the king. Let's go!
Henriette, I'm through. Too many times it's been told, and I've had enough. Now the stories do get old, and you might think it's tough, but I got to let your love run cold. We're taking back control. Let your love run cold. We're taking back control.
Bringing in those harmonies on that.
I don't need your love. No, I don't need your love. Don't let it get the better of us.
Yes!
Your love.
Yes! I was just happy! Leave me alone, Gigi. Stop it. Let me feel joy. Oh my gosh! That was so good! Dude, that was absolutely exceptional! Oh my gosh, I immediately want to hop into the next episode, so this is probably going to be one of my shorter outros, but thank you all so much for watching that. Man, I should have watched that right after All You Want to Do. I needed that. That was so good! I love the way it transitions from like it's like this is my true feelings towards like my actual love, and this is what I have to say to him, and then the music and tone completely changed to, but this is what I want to say to the king, but I can't, so now I'm talking to my boy, but why do I have to be defined by the king? And then everyone coming back in is so good and so thematically beautiful and just genuinely absolutely exceptional. So thank you guys so much for watching. This was so good, and I cannot believe that as soon as I press stop recording, I'm going to switch my background and get into the last episode of 6. Are you kidding me? So, after this, I am definitely going to be checking out some alternate animatics. Not today, oh gosh. If you're watching this on Patreon, don't expect that for a bit. But if you're watching this on YouTube, either already out or will be out probably next week at the latest, I'm going to be going through some alternate animatics, some live action performances and things like that. So there's going to be a lot over on Patreon. And I know I talk about the sort of early unedited access a lot being at that $10 tier, but if you just want the exclusive content, that is as low as $3 a month at the Trinity tier for any exclusive content. So if you want to go support me there, that is much appreciated. Patreon.com/Mortius. And speaking of which, thank you to all of these patrons for making videos like this possible. You all mean the world to me. And now let's go hop on into the 6 finale. So patrons, I will see you pretty much right after this one, and YouTube folk, I will see you in a week for the grand finale of 6. I appreciate you all so very much, and as always, gals, blokes, and all other folks, I will see you in the next video. Bye!